Construction crews are getting ready for hundreds of acres of land in Licking County for an Intel factory that promises to transform the economic landscape of Central Ohio. NBC4 Investigates is exploring what that transformation might actually look like in our new series called The Intel Impact. Tonight, Jamie Ostroff gives us a rare look inside an Intel plant, just like the one to be built here.
Intel is spending $20 billion just to build two semiconductor chip factories in New Albany in an effort to manufacture more of those chips in the U.S. The tech company already has similar operations in other parts of the country, including Chandler, Arizona. NBC4 was invited inside that factory to see exactly what goes into making the chips. A sprawling campus in the middle of the Arizona desert.
Operation that Intel had in Chandler was like its own little city.
This is NBC4's digital executive producer, Mark Feuerborn.
To the minerals and salts that were in that city water.
He traveled to Chandler to visit the Intel plant, which makes the semiconductor chips that power much of our daily lives.
It almost is going to be the replica of what we can expect in Ohio.
Semiconductor chips can be found in cars, electronics, and a lot more things that are in high demand right now.
It's a historic investment for Ohio.
The Biden administration with Intel hopes Congress will soon pass the CHIPS Act, freeing up more federal dollars to help speed up the process of making more chips in the U.S.
Trying to, make the playing field even in order to do the supply chain rebalancing back into the United States.
Intel's Jim Evers will be the general manager of the Ohio operation.
Domestic manufacturing is alive and well in Arizona. I'm excited to expand that to Ohio.
And Mark got to witness the 24/7, 365 manufacturing process firsthand. After suiting up in a clean room,
they don't want you to have a single piece of hair or anything fall off and contaminate the floor or the surface of anything in there.
He had to leave his camera behind.
Because of proprietary rules and some of the way trade secrets, of course, we were not allowed to film inside. But it's just this room shrouded in yellow light, and you just see end-to-end machinery pumping away with different tasks.
Intel provided us with this video of the factory floor, officially named Fab 42, which we are allowed to show you.
It almost looked like a scene out of the movie Monsters, Inc. If you remember the rail system where they would have doors coming in for the monsters to go through to scare children, they had something very similar just running all through the ceiling of this fab.
It's the automated superhighway, which hustles materials between different sections of the fab throughout the manufacturing process before the chips get shipped around the world.
Going into it, I think that that you're going into a place that's kind of like the facet of technology, a very impressive and advanced place, but you don't really get a glimpse of the scale, the sheer size of what's going on there until you're inside and looking at it.
And Evers says Ohio's operation is going to be even bigger.
Sure, the campus that we have here, it's pretty big, 700 acres, but if you look at what we've announced for Ohio, it's 960, almost 1,000 acres that's there.
From job creation to the environment to the physical landscape, it is no doubt that Intel will have a major impact on our community. Over the next several weeks, we'll explore every angle of it from the vantage point of a community that has already felt the impact. Next week, we'll show you Intel's effect on housing and what needs to be done in Central Ohio to avoid some of the challenges people in Chandler are dealing with. Local for you, Jamie Ostroff, NBC4.